Hi, welcome to Surreal Estate. It's Friday.
Yeah.
Uh, we're back together again. I'm Liz McGee-Min.
And I'm Val Vandervoort of Veritas Homes. Thanks for joining us. We missed
Been a
last
couple
week,
weeks
so
since we were together, Val.
I know it feels good to be here with you.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah.
So we thought we would just kind of jump into a little bit of state of the market today. We've had a kind of a significant drops this past week. San Carlos only had one home come on the market and six went pending. So that obviously changes our inventory levels pretty significantly.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. That was a an absorption rate of like six, where we're typically a lot of the times don't even make it to one.
Right.
Belmont and San Carlos went from 28 single family homes on the market to 21. And Belmont went from 17 to 13, and the county is lower as well. It's been slowly decreasing over the past 3 weeks.
And last week we didn't broadcast, sorry. But the one topic we wanted to discuss from last week was the sale of 1415 Elm in San Carlos. Wow, that was a house.
Yeah, that was crazy. So it ended up selling almost 19% above the list price. I mean, it set a new record for price per square foot in all of San Carlos for lots that are under 7,000 square feet. It sold at 1,331, which I love that it's a palindrome, per square foot. And they received 4 offers on that house.
It was
So
definitely a special home that really stood out for its design. It was pretty amazing, honestly.
I
We
agree.
spent a good 30 minutes just wandering through. Usually we're in and out of a house, and we were lingering.
Yeah, it was a really cool use of color and design in that house that just shows you that buyers have a strong appetite for something that has flair.
And it really did. It had some amazing tile work, and it was fabulous. And definitely not vanilla, right? It was,
Yep,
yeah,
for sure.
inspirational.
Yep,
It was bolder than like what I would do for myself, but I could appreciate it for sure.
I could have lived in that house, no problem.
I can totally see you there, actually.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
Yeah. Um, so it's that time of the year that we're starting to see a little bit of it's this time of year, so we're expecting to see sort of lower inventory numbers. But this year is so unusual overall. It kind of feels a little unexpected. I kind of thought we would have more momentum still in terms of inventory.
Yeah, we definitely still see exuberance on the buyer's part out there for purchasing homes for sure. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's
I
still
have
up.
buyers who are very interested, but nothing's coming on for them.
Yeah. It's interesting that we can start, we're feeling from our, what we're seeing from our clients is that there could be more that transpires off the MLS here at the end of the year than may be typical. So we've got people who, for various reasons, are kind of coming forward now that might be the time to sell, but are kind of like, hey, if we can pull this off of going to the full MLS, we'll go for it, and otherwise maybe wait until the new year. So, and I'm sure there's other people in that boat. So it's going to be really interesting to watch the coming soon that we get access to in our MLS, and things that may not be broadcast publicly but are going to be available for sale for the remainder of 2020.
For sure, we'll be watching that really closely.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the other factor kind of towards the end of the year is that usually people hold off on putting stuff on the market because of all the people traveling, and they want all the eyes on on their home when it goes on the market. But a lot fewer people are going to be traveling, so maybe that's not as much of a factor. We were
Yeah.
talking about like over the summer, people were like, "Oh, we're ready. We'll just go on," rather than waiting for these key dates that we typically see.
Yeah, and we could definitely, I think, see that too. But again, that whole off the full MLS. So I guess we're kind of using new terminology now that clear cooperation is in effect. But things that are on the MLS and can be seen by the agents, but not broadcast to the public portal. So it really is so important for buyers to be associated with agents who are watching what's going on in the coming soon world, or more privately marketed, is really key to having access to all of the opportunities that are out there.
Agreed.
Yeah. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. I can't believe like we're in November. Today finally feels like fall is here, right? And we're like at the end of the year is going to be here before we know it. It's crazy.
It's ready for this year to be over.
Right? But it
I'm
does feel like
good.
it's gone by fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, everyone, have a fantastic weekend and we'll see you next Friday. We don't know what's up for next Friday. Maybe we'll have a special guest. So stay tuned. All right. Bye, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.